It's another Field Trip Friday. Today we're heading south and west of here quite a bit to see Bill's place. And Bill is a customer at Truly Tropical and a lot of other places around. He is a really big tropical fruit enthusiast, especially mango enthusiast. So this is going to be the first time we've seen his place. We're really looking forward to it. So here we are at Bill's place. Bill has traveled several times up to my place. We finally came down here so that we can see his big collection of mangoes and other fruit trees. Bill, I'm not sure how long you've been into fruit trees, but it seems like you're sort of completely into it now. When did that get started?
Well, actually, it all started over looking for a ripe avocado. One day, my wife decided to make a bowl of guacamole, and she was just at Publix, and there was no ripe avocados. And she asked me, she said, "How about Mike Bender up there on the corner? He's got fruit. Do you think he might have an avocado that's ripe?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know anything about that nursery over there, but I'll go check." So I went over there, and sure enough, he had ripe avocados. He had a stand full of mangoes laid out. And so I got my avocados. I bought 3. And he goes, "How about a couple mangoes?" I said, "No, my wife and I, we don't like mangoes. But I've only tasted the ones from Publix. So I'm sure that was Tommy Atkins, probably, right?"
Yeah, or something that's been picked early.
Yeah, so now I would call it a survival mango. So anyway, that's all I thought there were as far as mangoes. And I've tried them a few times, and I can't imagine why people would spend their money on Tommy Atkins. So in my mind, I didn't like mangoes. Anyway, Mike Bender at the end of the road up here offered me 3 different mangoes. And he says, "Just do me a favor, you and your wife try each one of these mangoes, eat a slice. If you don't like it, throw them away." Okay. So I brought him home, and we ate our guacamole. He told me to wait a day before I ate them, and I did. It ends up that I got a Maha Chinook, a coconut cream, and I don't remember what the other one was. I think it was a fruit punch. So we each ate a piece of that and couldn't believe that there was such a good, unique, supreme taste of those mangoes.
So those are all new varieties, so that must have been fairly recently.
4 years ago.
4 years, and you've got a whole lot of mangoes going on
Yeah,
now.
So I went back over and I bought a bag of each, like a Publix bag of each. We ate those, and then that gained my interest. And then after that, I was tasting things like Bailey's Marvel, introduced to some of the other ones, Edward, and so I liked them all. So then I decided to grow the Maha Chinook since I liked it so much, and then after that, it's all downhill.
Yeah.
My whole yard's full.
That was your gateway mango, and now you're just completely immersed in them.
Yeah.
Huh?
So I would take the mangoes to work and eat them at lunch, and all the businesses I take care of, they would see them and ask for some. They couldn't believe it as well. So they said, "Bill, if you can grow enough of these, we'd be more than happy to pay you for them, because we don't know where to buy mangoes like this." So I talked about it with my wife, and
now you're in the mango business.
The whole yard's full of mango trees, and I still have a little area for a few more, but I left them open either for new varieties in the future or to put some larger trees of the ones that will be selling the best this year. I could probably see another fruit punch, coconut cream, and Maha Chinook, unless something interesting comes up.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of the other new varieties too, so it's I think that if I were one of these palms, I'd start getting worried because
they are.
Eventually,
Yeah.
there's just going to be mango trees everywhere.
I can think of 3 right away that already went down.
So anyway, it would be wonderful if you could show us your mango trees.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll get started over here. This first one here is one of yours, orange sherbet. And I just planted this, I don't know, I think I got it from you last week, right?
Yeah,
It's been in a week.
It's looking happy so far.
It's looking happy so far. I think it'll do real fine here because I'm on a nice grade. So I don't think there'll be a water problem. Actually, that's a low-lying area over there. I was a little bit worried about that, but we'll see. According to Marla Zill, don't worry about it. I mean, we have dew here, but times I've been up there, it seems to be more heavy, dense there than here. I mean, we do have mornings that, and then also the larger trees I picked ones that have longer trunks before the canopy starts, because I thought 2 things that would be good. You can mow under them easy, and number 2, because they're elevated high, less chance of the anthracnose problem. So we'll see. That was my train of thought anyway.
Yeah, it's good reasoning, and time will tell, right?
Yep.
Okay, so orange sherbet and
okay, over here we have this is a lemon meringue. I got this lemon meringue from Richard and Linda. Yeah, I was in the hunt for one. No one had anything of that size when I was looking. And I think what happened over in the West Coast when they had all that disease going on over there, maybe with avocados and etc., people from the West Coast came over here and was taking all the trees. And while they were over here, taking the mangoes as well. So it used to be when I went there was all the lemon meringue you want. Then all of a sudden, where'd they all go? The people from the West Coast were taking them back. So I jumped on that one. Yeah. I actually wanted another 65 or 100 gallon. That was all that was left. So that's why I have that one. That one's been in there about a year and a half, I'd say. That's gave off mangoes already. First year I had it.
So
flowered like crazy.
Obviously, it used to be
East Coast
stake. I mean, used to be tied to the stakes, but the stakes are still there.
Yeah. Well, 2 things happen. First of all, larger trees take longer to root. When it's windy, it hits the canopies, it makes the tree move. But so that's why I put them in ready for windy weather. And then when Hurricane Irma came, I put them in every one, and everyone was tied for Irma. Didn't lose a tree, didn't have any fall over, anything. So I was very lucky with Irma by doing that. So I thought, what would be the worst thing if I didn't? They might snap at the graft. So I tied them as high as I could in every case. And I thought if I lose a few branches, big deal, they'll grow back. Didn't lose anything. I lost a lot of leaves.
Oh yeah.
On some of them. Yeah.
So the stakes are permanent, and then when you get a hurricane or something,
Something's
then you'll tie it up. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what they're for.
Excellent.
The newer trees don't have them yet, but they will as they get a little bit bigger. Yeah. So, is it a good thing? I don't know. I spoke to Richard about it. He said the ropes are okay, but he would get something with a more elastic. So I'm in the hunt for that. We'll see. Before the hurricane came, I pruned them back real severe. That's why none of them have giant canopies. And then when the mango season was basically over, end of August, I pruned them again. Yeah. A lot of these trees of the new varieties, I'm not going to let get too big. I'm figuring 12, 14 feet at most. And it's going to prune them hard every beginning of September. Because some of them are close to the house, and I don't want them to get big anyway. And I don't even know how the new varieties get, like orange sherbet. I don't even know, or buttercream. So I'm not going to let them get huge anyway. Yeah. So
you have more space for more plants that way too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So this one here is a lemon meringue. This is the one I talked to Har about, where you got the cracking going on over there and here. And he said to take some of the fungicide and spray in there.
Yeah, copper.
I've done it.
Yeah.
We're going to have cold weather, I guess you know, Wednesday morning.
Yeah, going down to low 50s
Yeah,
for
and when
us.
the humidity's-
What are you expecting here?
They're saying 55.
Okay, so
Tuesday
you're
morning,
a little
50.
bit warmer
Yeah,
than-
so I wouldn't care about the temperature so much. I wanted the dryness,
Uh-huh.
so I was going to hit them again. Yeah, I have one other tree doing the same thing, the one that has a mango on it. So it seems to be getting better. So tree's growing fine.
So how old is this tree? I mean, how long have you had it?
Oh, that's been about 3 years. Yeah, it gives off a lot of mangoes. Did real well. The day I bought it, it had pentacles on it. Yeah, it's been a good tree. So does that have anything to do with it? I don't know, but up till today, it's been a very good tree.
So you have this planted about 2 feet above the ground?
Yeah, it was a little higher. It's settling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's settling. I probably dug that much into the ground,
Uh-huh.
and I left the rest high, based on. I didn't want the roots to get root rot. I just didn't know how bad it was going to get. This was all based on that severe rain.
Yeah,
we had
having
2
the
Janes ago.
avocados going and then you
My avocados, 2 of them,
yeah.
they're still encased. I'm not taking a chance with those, but they're doing great.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see. Okay, the next one here is one of Richard and Linda's. I guess they call it Excalibur, and it has tentacles on it.
Yeah, we've got a little bloom up here
Yeah.
and then
Here,
right there.
and I'm guessing the cold weather we're going to get this coming week's probably going to spike some more. Is it a good thing? Well, how cold's it going to get in January and February?
Right.
So,
Only
know.
time will tell.
We'll see. But this tree here, last year I got multiple blooms. It bloomed early, not this early. And I got mangoes in end of May. I got them in June, and I had them in July with this tree. Is that normal? I don't know. I think because of Irma, I don't want to take anything to heart. This will be a regular, normal year, so we'll see. Because I really don't know anything about this tree.
We hope it's going to be a normal year.
I think I had asked you maybe what species, a seedling it may be, what it was pollinated with, and I think Harsh says that Richard and Linda doesn't know. But it's a large mango. It's green, beautiful orange inside, I guess like the peach cobbler, but a very large mango this one is, and a wonderful mango taste. I'll let you taste it this year. Very, very nice. Great taste. That one's a Maha Chinook.
Oh, that was going to be my guess.
Was it?
Yeah, only not because of the look of it, but because you had that sort of special tone in your voice, like, oh, this tree is special.
Yeah. So after it harvests this year, I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to cut it shorter. Because it's been rooting in, I just wanted to get as much photosynthesis as possible to help the rooting effect. And when I feel it's very stable, I know I'll probably lose for a year, but I want to cut it back. I want to maintain it a little bit the size. If I let it get 4 or 5 feet taller, it's going to be hard getting the fruit.
Yeah, and already, I mean, most of the energy is going to those tall branches, and so you'll get more energy to the lower branches that way.
And I did point the tree that had the most branches towards the north. I don't know if that'll help or not, we'll see. But that's a Maha Chinook. Okay, this one here is a kit, and the reason why I got that one, obviously it's not one of those supreme varieties, but I wanted something that I could get early and possibly late.
Yeah, kit is a nice mango. I mean, it's a reliable mango.
That one.
We have this little one here.
That's a 015.
Okay.
Now, I think this was from you. It was this big. I tipped it and it's starting to bud. So I just figured the soil will be warm again in March, April. It'll probably take a while. That just went in maybe 3 weeks ago or so. Okay, so what do you got there?
Oh, yeah, we got a mango and lots of bloom. Got all sorts of bloom up here and on the other branch.
What do you call that? Most of that confused blooming, right? And
Mixed bloom.
some of mixed
It's
bloom,
called
and
mixed bloom.
some is not.
Yeah,
Some is not mixed.
yeah, it looks like, well, I'm seeing less than half of it is mixed bloom, I think.
Right. Now I've already taken off 5 mangoes off here about 2 weeks ago. That's the last of 6. Now all the other ones, there were 2 mangoes per panicle, so they were smaller. And that's the only one that had one on a panicle, and obviously that one's larger. I don't know when to pick it. You know, it's got shoulders on it. It's got brown stem. Is it hollow in the stem? I don't know. That's the only thing I don't know.
Yeah, it looks a little young still, but
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah,
I figured maybe another month. Try to leave it. If it falls, it falls. Right?
try and get it.
I've
before
had
the
them fall
squirrels.
here before, and it didn't bruise them. So, but a rosy gold to me, if you have nothing else, better than not having anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's that off-season production. So how long has this tree been in the ground?
This tree's been here about 1.5 years, and it
So
has the same.
Yeah, I was going to say it's the same.
Got the same thing going on. As you can see, the blue where I gave it 1 hit. This week, I'm going to hit it again, and it's looking better. It was all soft, and now everything's hardening up.
Yeah, yeah, we've heard stories. I mean, we don't sell the size of tree, of course, but
Right.
yeah, it's been a complaint with other people who get those trees, and so
As long as the tree stays healthy,
yeah, it's good that I mean
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean it's as long as it recovers, that's fine. It just is.
I don't think it would do all that if it's not healthy.
Yeah, I mean the upper half of the tree looks fine.
Yeah.
It's just that lower part.
Yeah, so that's a learning experience for me. I also showed a picture of that. This here, coconut cream.
Yeah, it looks like it. Has that?
I got a real ugly one coming up. Oh, that was not bad.
Yeah.
I got a big old ugly one.
Yeah,
but I'll
I mean,
tell you what, the
it
big
just
old
has
ugly
a
one.
different, you know, it's like, you know, doing the hula or something, you know.
Yeah. The uglier my coconut creams, the more mangoes they put out. It's crazy. This was a good tree last year.
They just don't seem to branch on their own very much. So if you tip them, then I think that they grow better.
Definitely. Yeah, this got tipped real hard in September. Yeah.
And last
I'm with you.
September, probably even more.
Okay, this one here is a lemon zest. This one's been in about 1.5 years, 2 years maybe. So every time I watch tapes of you guys telling me how poor the production is of lemon zest, I put in another one.
So we just do whatever we say opposite of what we say. And
If I had
you're good,
another
yeah.
acre, it probably 25% would be lemon zest because my wife loves them and I do too.
Yeah, it's a nice mango.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So other people want them as well. So I figured there's 2 trees for me and Sue and 2 for people that's going to bug me for them, because otherwise I wouldn't want to give them up. I really like lemons. It's a very refreshing mango. But like anything else, I remember when I only ate Maha Chinook for a long time. Everything gets old, right?
Yeah, it's nice to have some variety. Yeah,
Absolutely. I'm
yeah.
with you.
So this has been in about four years? Or not?
No, this has been in at least 1.5 years, no more than 2 years. Yeah, I bought this as a 25-gallon tree about 2 years ago.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yep, that's a lemon zest. Now this one here, I bought from Gary's Ill. Tracy pulled this one out for me. This was a 65-gallon fruit punch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I probably put that in. That's only been in actually about 1 year.
Yeah, fruit punch grows pretty quickly.
Yeah, and that gave off. I probably got about 18 mangoes off of it. That was my first year. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to get a couple dozen off of it this year. They were very good. It was the first harvest, and like Bailey's Marble, you know, they grow fast, right? Yeah. This one here.
Yeah,
oh,
these
you know
I
what these
recognize
are?
them. Yeah, like these are like children here.
Yeah, these are the orange sherbets, and that one over next to it over there, we missed that one. That's the Kesar.
I think it's Kesar.
Kesar.
But yeah, so those are looking great.
Yep.
You have the biggest orange sherbet plants besides Gary's Ill, and I think Walter has one also. So yeah, you know, this is lower than several of the other big trees. Did you start it lower, or has it just settled?
Well, yeah, it's settled. There used to be wood around here as well, Yeah, it's settled, and I think it'll continue settling. Richard said the roots will grow deeper, and the upper roots will eventually die off. So we'll see. But it is settling, like he said. So I don't know what the concept is, but he had told me. I think Harry even said, if you're worried about the water, mound it. So,
right, yeah.
And the fact that I lost trees and I was brokenhearted about it,
yeah.
I'm sure I went to the extreme.
Yeah, overcompensate, yes.
I overcompensated for sure. Okay. This one here is 015. This is also from you. It flushed out. This is all new stuff. I think when I bought the orange, I bought all these from you the same time. All these along the house here.
Looks like something likes the leaves here.
Oh, that's the weevil.
Ah,
I'll come out every once in a while and pick some out.
One, yeah.
That's that white weevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a lot of nice leaves on it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We'll just
A lot of weevils here, and I think I told you, I used to have the black sapotes, and the brown, whatever you want to call that bug, just wiped me out. Came and there used to be 2 black sapotes over there.
more mangoes.
Ate every leaf. So this is coconut cream. I got this from Richard and Linda.
This is coconut cream?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it.
And as a matter of fact,
The leaves don't look like it.
yeah, as a matter of fact, when I bought this tree, my helper and I went and picked it up on the trailer. It had over 70 mangoes on it in a pot.
But this is coconut cream.
Coconut
really,
cream.
for sure?
Yeah. Yep, coconut cream. And these ornamentals, I tried cutting them back all the way to the ground with snips. And every time I did, they'd grow back. I'm not dying.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, even happier.
Yeah. So my wife loves them. But I don't know if, one of the girls, one of the Guatemalan girls that works at Richard and Linda's, she goes around, they put cucumbers in some of them, put ornamentals in, they're utilizing their great pot soil, right?
Uh-huh.
So anyway, that's the story with that. I didn't do that. Okay, this one over here, you know what this
I'm
one
guessing it's a mahashnut.
is? Yeah. That's
There's absolutely no clue at all
Nope.
that this was a mahashnut.
That's one of my first 2 that I bought. This is what got me into it. This is one of the, I bought 2 of them the same day. This was a 7.5 gallon, about 4.5 years ago. Yeah. This one puts
it
out,
looks very happy.
this Maha is the bomb. What's this one? This is a Har special.
Well, her special is Rosa, but I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he likes
What's
Rosa
one of his
a
top
lot.
5?
One of his top 5?
Orange sherbet, fruit punch, and how about a Jakarta?
Oh yeah, Jakarta's right up there.
I bought that because of him. That's been in there. You know what? That's only been in there a year.
So
This was 100 gallon.
is this crowd control here or what?
No, I did that so they could weed whack and the ropes wouldn't be in their way. When I first put this in, I did tie it up
Uh-huh.
to let it start rooting, and now that it is, my helpers weed whack in here, and so they can get in there. This one here, you probably know what this is. The upright growth habit.
What is?
Nam Dak Mai.
Okay.
Yeah, this has been a great tree. This one, as small as that tree is, it looks like a Christmas tree when it flowers out. It puts out a lot of fruit for that small a tree. That's been in there about 3.5 years. That was a 7.5 gallon I got from Zill. Good tree, but you already know that. Okay, this one here, no, peach cobbler. Peach cobbler. That one there I got from you. That's one of your trees.
Looking good.
Yep. Now this is the one I spoke to Har about. This is a Maha. This was supposedly on the dwarf rootstock. And this is the one I had problem with those big flowers.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen anything like that? I'll show it to you
I
later.
mean, you know, like more
Clumps.
like compound.
Yeah, big
So
clumps of
it's
flowers.
malformation.
Yeah, I'll show it to you later. Anyway, as you can see, some of those branches like there, I took a saw, sawed them all off. There's probably about 6, 7, 8 of them. And Tuesday, Universal Enterprises is going to have the chemical that Har asked me to buy, and I'm going to spray it.
Yeah, actually, they have been very successful in treating mango malformation.
Phosphite something.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, the main thing is getting the affected parts of the plant cut out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So my plans are Tuesday night is spraying this. It's going to be cold and dry, so it's going to get walloped on Tuesday night.
A big lot behind you.
I just tipped it, so that's why it's so small. But I do all this tipping based on the winter's coming, right? April, May comes, they all should start sprouting. This one here I bought as a 3-gallon tree. Matter of fact, I bought that when I bought my first 2 mahas. This is a fruit punch. And it gave off a lot of mangoes. This tree was probably about 3 foot, maybe 3.5 foot higher than you see right now. I pruned it real hard. We'll see. Yeah, I pruned it back hard. This one here is a peach cobbler. You think that's a 7.5 tree. That came in a 3-gallon. So, but that grows fast, true?
Yeah, I grafted it onto an existing tree and it really took off.
Right,
So
that's what I'm figuring.
I'm hoping that we have a lot of fruit this next season, but we'll see.
Yep. Peach cobbler. That's a Bailey's marble. Now, I want to cut that down as well, but I'm going to wait till this fruits, and in September, I'm chopping the top off. I want it to grow that way, and I have a tree company coming in. They're going to start wiping all this out.
Yeah.
That's all Florida holly back there. I need it to go.
Yeah, it looks like Brazilian pepper.
Water gets deep back here.
So I mean, you could just cut this right here.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that would
Yeah, I'm
wouldn't
with
be
you.
too much of a shock for
Yep.
the tree.
Yeah, that's one of my cuts, and I'm figuring take at least maybe 2.5 feet off, and I just want it to grow that way. So, but this has only been in a 1.5 years, so I want it to root well. I want it to get as much photosynthesis as possible, get the roots going, let it fruit this year. September, I'm going to cut it. Let's see, this one here is from your place. I just got this is Sweetheart. Probably remember me getting this one. I know this is a big tree.
Tends to grow upright.
So I put it way back here.
Yeah.
And worst comes to the worst, the cows will get a couple, I guess.
Oh, there's
See them over there?
Cows haven't been too busy here. There's lots of
When they see me over there cutting the banana trees, they hear it. They all come running over, and the donkeys start screaming at me. Me first, me first. So this one here is a pina colada. I think this is the one I got. Remember I told you I want one? You had a small one. I took yours. And this was a one from Richard and Linda. So this went in maybe 2 weeks, 2, 3 weeks.
Looks like it could use a little copper too.
Somewhat.
A little copper too. Yeah, it looks
I'll hit
like
it.
you got it.
I'm glad to see that. I got the Master Blaster in the shop. I'll show it to you.
Oh, okay.
I can really spray trees down quick. This is your tree from last week.
All right.
That's Phoenix.
It's looking very happy
Right?
here. My goodness.
Well, this is my southern exposure, right? So it's getting sun all the time. You know, every second the sun's up, this thing's getting hit. But this should be a good tree. I think this will be a happy tree.
Yeah, that's a great spot for it. Very happy.
Yep. So I still have all this area to put some, but I just want to think it out the rest of the way.
Yeah. You don't have a big rush. Yeah.
Kathy, K3. This one here I got from you. Har actually loaded it in the van. You told me to tip it. It used to be like that, right? When it was at your place, so I just tipped it, and it's already getting some growth.
Yeah, that's a good place for it to branch.
Yeah. This one here is the Valencia Pride. This was a huge tree, end of August. I wish you would have seen how big it was. I pruned the heck out of that. I got my trailer and van and probably filled half the trailer up with what I cut off that. Yep. that was a good tree.
Seems like you could use a chipper just for your own stuff.
I'm gonna get one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's this one?
Let me see. I think it's cotton candy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cotton candy. Last year it was half that size. I got 2 fruit off of it, and this is the only one I had problem. I think with the woodpeckers. I only ate half of the 2. I actually had the mango grabber, and I put over the mango and covered the top, and because I thought squirrels would get it, and the woodpeckers went in and got it. So I got to taste cotton candy, but only a half of a mango twice. Now,
Yeah.
here's your turpentine. So we're hoping one day this becomes a yagram or a cabessa. That's what I'm hoping.
Or both.
Or both.
Okay. They've got these three nice branches.
Yeah, let's go over here. And I'll show you some blooms. Look at that. That's East Indian.
That is huge.
Right?
So how old of a tree is that?
When I first moved here, it's 18 years old. So I'll show you Marla. A lot of bloom, right?
Yeah, a lot of bloom.
This tree has never given off fruit, ever. So
Has it bloomed before?
last year, because I put down Chris's fertilizer, somebody shot it with potassium nitrate, I don't know who, and then I hit it with the Keyplex 350, and just recently I bombed it with 0316 and gypsum. Now look at it.
Yeah.
Boom, right? It's never had those things before. No one's ever taken care of this tree. It's never had secondary macronutrients, and I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. It needed potassium, and now last year I gave it that, and it bloomed a little bit. I got about 5-6 fruit off of it. I've been really taking care of this tree. It should really do well this year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing.
It's amazing. And you've got a few grafts on there too.
Here's one you just gave me. Now Marla, I was able to cut a nice offset on it to get it out, because if you remember, this was a nice...
Oh, you got a nice bud swelling.
Yeah, this was a nice size wood graft that you gave me. Now this one here is very, very thin, so I couldn't cut a nice offset to get it out, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it'll still do fine. So that's the Super Julie. Yeah, we got good buds on that one. That one should take, I think.
Yeah, this one looks really good.
Yeah.
This one,
That was the Super Julie
I'm
again.
not sure about that one. You might have to try again on that.
No
Super
problem.
Julie.
That's the one I really cared about anyway. But I cut back the leaves like you said. I probably left a little bit too much.
No, I mean it's
it'll
doing
be
great
okay?
though. Yeah.
That's it for the mangoes.
Okay, well it's a great. How many mango trees do you have?
We counted, my worker and myself, and we both come up with 59. Now a lot of them are ones I just bought from you, are a bit small.
Right.
But I would say, what, 3 years they should start giving off fruit?
Yeah, I mean the way they're growing here, it might be sooner. Yeah. So
That would be great.